Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Tropical Storm Claudett. They finally named it, and it's done. We still have some clouds. There is a slight chance of rain this afternoon. Don't expect it to happen, though. We do have very high levels out here and everywhere because it was a big rainmaker. A little bit of wind, but nothing really bad. Nothing really bad. So, is the fishing going to be good this afternoon? Well, it might be so-so. There is something that I think might be good, channel cats, because you got all these high water up in the bank, right? Channel cat could come up in here and be feeding off grubs and stuff. That's kind of what I want to do this afternoon. My friend is going to fish cut bait further out in the canal. This is the industrial canal in Belle Chase. I'm going to fish structure close to the bank with night crawlers. We're going to fish a 1/0. We're going to drop shot it. We're going to use just 1 ounce of lead, and we're only using 25-pound test. I'm going to start with night crawler, but if that's not productive, I have other options. I've got shad here, and there's a finger mullet in there. But I think this is going to work really good because I think the channel cat might be up here feeding on stuff similar to this night crawler. Right in front of me is a sunken barge. It's marked by all these PVC pipes sticking out. The end of it is where this one pipe is right here. So there's a lot of rocks right below me, below this platform. I'm gonna put this bait just out like that, not too far. If I put it out too far, I could snag up on that barge. This is a really good spot to look for channel cats. I've been getting a lot of little bites that are just tearing up the night crawler. See, I started with half a night crawler, and now I just have a little bit of it left. Because there's a lot of these little bait stealing bites, I'm not going to put a whole night crawler on. I'm going to keep that on till whatever's over here is out. And I'm throwing this way because the wind is blowing that way. If I threw straight out across the wind, I would get a bow. When it's windy like this, I prefer to fish an angle across the wind or with the wind if I can.
Thank you, Don.
Something's on here.
Oh man, that little guy did that.
Yeah, he moved the rod. Still early days. It is like 3:45 right now. I don't expect the channel cat to be super active right here till about an hour before sunset. Finally, got one. Oh, I switched to this chair that I found. Oh, look at that. So we're really close to sunset now. I've just been sitting out here letting little tiny channel cat rip me clean, pick me clean. Finally, we got a keeper. That's not a bad keeper too. Yeah, you're right. Definitely over 12 inches, maybe about a pound or so. That's going to be a good eater right there. Oh, look at that. Craig is using my 12-foot ugly stick and it is going. You got him, huh?
Yeah.
What did you say?
He's not but about 6 or 7 pounds.
Oh, when I was further away when he yelled that weight out, and I thought he said he's about 67 pounds. Yeah, 5 to 7 pounds. That fish hit right after I got this channel cat on my stringer, so maybe it's picking up. We are really close to sunset. Got him. Oh, it's nothing special. But now you know the blue crabs like the night crawler too. Oh. Whoa. Oh, yes. Another nice one out of there. Yeah. Another channel cat. Look at that. About the same size as the first one. And he's got that bulbous looking head on him. Check that out. That is pretty cool looking. Yeah, you're right. All right, finally a third fish out of here. I've had one little bite after another.
Video?
Yeah, yeah. It's another channel cat, about the same size as the first two.
They don't have a size limit on catfish, right?
Yeah, they do. They gotta be 12 inches.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It is past sunset now. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay out here, but we've got enough to make blackened catfish. First thing I want to do is melt some butter. This is salted butter. We're going to cut this in half and melt half a stick. I want to melt this on low because I don't want it to be hot. If it's hot melted butter, then I have to wait, and I don't feel like waiting. Here's why I did not want that butter hot. I'm gonna pour that into the bowl. Those are all 6 of my channel cat fillets in there. I'm gonna start to stir that around, get them all coated with butter. I've got a pan heating up right now, so I'm gonna let this soak in the butter for a little bit. I'm gonna go wash this hand too so we don't get slippery, sticky handprints all over the kitchen. Excuse me. Yeah, I thought so. This is what we're using tonight to blacken. It's Magic Seasoning Blends by Chef Papadon. Blackened steak magic. All right, we're gonna pull 2 of them out to start. Put them on that paper plate right there. Take this Papadon magic stuff, coat it nice and thick. Hopefully I have enough in here. I'm gonna flip these over and coat the other side. All right, this is the fun part. Watch what happens. If you got smoke alarms in the kitchen, they're probably making a lot of noise by now, because when you're blackening fish, you're smoking in the house. Here pretty soon we're gonna have to turn around and flip those because it does not take long. I've got this heat up really high, but not the highest I could get it, because I don't like them absolutely burnt, just a little burnt. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of this blackened steak magic. All right, they're starting to fall apart. We're gonna go ahead and get these out, put them on the side. They'll probably continue to cook. You know you're doing something right when you see this much smoke. All right, how about some more smoke? Woo! I had to turn on the kitchen fan. I know it sounds like a jet engine above us, but sometimes it has to be done. Almost there. Here's the fun part. The good thing about this, if people were complaining about smelling your litter box, they're not complaining right now. In the end, I had to pull this one out, blackened redfish magic, which I actually have plenty of. I'm gonna make a sandwich out of this stuff. About 2 fillets per sandwich. What do you think? Maybe 2.5. I'll throw that on there too. To some people, this is horrific. They're like, you burnt it. It's the point. It's not actually burnt. It just comes out black like that. I'm unable to properly ventilate this house, so it's full of smoke. If you can't tell, believe me, it is. I'm gonna have a Sapporo with this sandwich here. So the last house I lived in the Bywater in New Orleans, sorry, my red bone just bumped you. That house was really drafty, really ventilated. Every time I blackened catfish or anything in there, the smoke dissipated fast. Not the case for this house. It is smoky. I don't know if I'm gonna blacken anything again in here. I've got stuff open and the smoke's still not leaving. I got fans on, I've left the AC on. It is a smoky situation in here, let me tell you. But, smells good. Woo! I should have brought a napkin. This is going to be a messy one. Wow. Pretty tasty. Woo! You're not getting any. You never do anyway. You're lucky you got to lick the butter off my hands. So, blackened catfish is a really tasty thing, but if you don't like spicy food, maybe you won't like it. Maybe you will. You got to remember, where I live, spicy is just spicy is normal. And hence, yeah, I like a lot of spicy stuff. Of course, I always have. And some of the stuff I like that's spicy is from other places. But if it's spicy, I love it. So, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.